the first thing I want to say is kudos to all of you, praise to all of you for doing this. You know, you work, I know that you work very hard. You may not think we know that, but we know that you have long days, you have internships, you study, you're probably working, a few of you. Every once in a while you'd like to see your families and friends, right? So we know that. And to do this on top of that just shows that you have incredible commitment, resilience, passion, that you're ready to be social workers. Because that's really what it takes, is going that extra step that you're taking today. So I am so proud of you as Stony Brook students for doing this important work. I just got back. Literally just got back. My plane got in at 2:30 this morning, so if I look a little disheveled, it's because of that. From a national meeting of all deans and directors of social work schools in the country. There are 234 of us that has both MSW and usually a BSW program as well. And I can tell you, you have colleagues all over the country. You have colleagues in Portland, Oregon, and you have colleagues in southern Mississippi, and you have colleagues in Kansas, and you have colleagues in California and everywhere who are starting to revive their voices on behalf of many populations and many issues. It's interesting that our topic, our policy topic, was also disabilities policy this year. And the deans had invited speakers from the University of Maine School of Social Work, which has a center on disabilities. And their faculty came to talk to us about disabilities policy. And I don't know whether you know this or not, but in Maine, 25% of the population has a diagnosed disability. And you may say that this sounds like an awful lot of people, right? And it's true, it is a lot of people. And you know why? Why do you think it's true that Maine has so many people with disabilities? What happens in Maine? What do they do in Maine? They fish. What else do they do in Maine? So they have, you know, their industries, the timber industry, the fishing industry, etc., are industries in which there are likely to be accidents. There's a lot of accidents. So it's no coincidence that Maine has so many people with disabilities. So they actually have a center in disabilities. But I learned something important from the speakers, and that is that they don't talk about it as disabilities. They talk about disabilities as diversity. It's just one more difference. It's just another way in which we are individuals. And we should not ever think about it as a specific population, because at any time, at any given time, some kind of flu, some kind of, you know, you catch a bad cold, some of you might be in the middle of allergy season, we are also impacted. So instead of thinking about it as a separate population, it's really just another form of diversity. And so I hope that that's helpful as you think about what you're doing. It's also true that the health policy is a major, major discussion in the federal government right now, and also at the state level. So I hope you are thinking about health policy in relation to your discussion today, and aging policy in relation to your discussion today, and kids, and families, and everything that you've learned, because all of what you're learning, all of what you're doing is in the paper, is on the internet, is in your Twitter feed every single moment of every day. So, social workers, be strong, Be resilient, be committed, keep doing what you're doing. Oh, and I just got to know that I'm not speaking, so, this is like, that reminds me of the Academy Awards, right? Things there are 30 OT students in the audience. You know this or not, OT students and social work students, but we came out of the same branch of our profession. OT and PT were both started by Jane Addams at Hull House. So we're natural allies, natural friends, and advocates. So we're so delighted you join us, and you also be strong, be committed, be passionate. Thank you.